Welcome back to Jen's Kitchen Corner, and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining us for our special Valentine's Day recipe. And usually when I cook, I just kind of improvise, or I'll look at a recipe for inspiration and kind of change things, and I rarely stick to a recipe or measured amounts, but for baking I do. And so I'm going to be using my recipe here today, and this is one that I'm really excited about because my husband and I have just been turned on to Duck Dynasty, and I'm sure many of you have known about this for a while, but I thought we don't hunt ducks, so why would we like the show? But it's hilarious. And I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding it, but one thing nobody disagrees with is Miss K's cooking. So this is Miss K's carrot cake. Here we go. Alright, so in a medium mixing bowl, you're going to put your dry ingredients, and we're going to use 2 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. If you want to up the health quotient of this, you could mix in some whole wheat flour or whatever you like, but sticking to the recipe, it's 2 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour, and then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. I think that's it in my dry ingredients. Then in my large mixing bowl, I'm going to have my wet ingredients. I need 1.5 cups of oil. You could use coconut oil. And then 2 cups of raw sugar. So that's what I have here, and I'm just going to mix it with my electric mixer and then add 1 egg at a time, incorporating it really well for 4 large eggs total. So that's what I'm going to do now. We're going to add the dry ingredients to our wet ingredients, but we're going to sift it. So I've sifted all of my dry ingredients in to incorporate with my wet ingredients, and I'm going to mix this well. And then I'm going to mix in carrots, which is the reason we are featuring this recipe as the holiday recipe, Valentine's Day special. Most of our CSA members are receiving rainbow carrots in your boxes, so this is a great way to use that. Alright, let me get this really well mixed. Now I'm going to fold in my carrots. This is 3 cups of grated carrots. This adds a nice color to the batter. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. And there we are. I'm going to prepare my pan by greasing it and flouring it. It says to use a 9x9 pan, and you can use 3 9x9 pans to layer it, but I'm just going to make 1 cake today instead of making a layered cake. So I'm just going to do 1 9x9. And then you bake it in the oven at 325 for about 45 minutes. So while my cake is baking, we're going to make the frosting. And this is the part of the recipe that we're just going to say is a special once-a-year thing because it's a holiday. And we're not going to think about the fact that it has a whole stick of butter or an entire package of cream cheese, and we're just gonna like it. So put 1 package of cream cheese and a stick of butter in your bowl and mix it with your electric beater. Going, okay. So then we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And 1 pound of sifted powdered sugar. So now I'm going to mix in the last of my powdered sugar. And this smells incredible. Okay. Let's try some of this. That's really good. So this is the frosting for our cake. Now the recipe is for 1 9x9 pan, but if you make several layers, you'll frost in between your layers as you stack them in on top. So this is just enough frosting and batter to make 1 9x9 cake. So to give you a little picture into reality at our house, we had some strange happenings. My husband was helping me pour the batter in because it was very heavy, and he doesn't usually cook with me because he gets driven nuts by how I cook, but he didn't think I put enough in, and I was sure I put enough in, and we had this happen, which there's way too much in. So I salvaged it and did muffins. So now we, an hour or so later, have carrot cake muffins, and they're delicious. So the batter is good batter, and so is the frosting, and my daughter Anna will enjoy it right now. I'll take the garnish off. And so you could try them as muffins, or you could try them as cake, and just make sure you're only filling it up about a halfway to 3/4 of the way, and have a very happy Valentine's Day. Can you say happy Valentine's Day? Say happy Valentine's Day.